Sunday morning. With us today is the chairman of the Ways and Means Committee, a good friend, one smart guy, Jason Smith, and so many things are happening in Washington. Well, I'm glad Jason Smith is there watching America's back. Mr. Chairman, give us a report. What else is going on in Washington with your hearings on foreign money affecting our elections?
You know, John, it's great to be with you this morning once again. But what we did this week, we had a hearing in Washington, and the hearing is part of our 3-year investigation into non-for-profits. And what we have found, there's, of course, more than 1.5 million different non-for-profits in the nation. But we have found that these nonprofit organizations in the United States, there are several that are fueling violence, chaos, and division within the United States. And we can't allow our tax code, John, to continue to be weaponized against us by foreign governments. We have discovered millions of dollars that are going into these non-for-profit organizations that are linked with ties to the Chinese Communist Party. This is not a movement. It is a major web. They've created a machine that's being subsidized by the American taxpayer dollars, and we got to stop it.
And how are they getting away with it? Now, the other thing I hear, and I don't know what that has to do with charity, is that a lot of these monies are going in by foreign governments. And the foreign governments don't really care about tax deductions. They just write the checks or do their duty to their countries.
You're exactly right. The foreign entities will put money into these non-profits so that they're basically shielded, and you can't tell that it's foreign money funding these violent protests that have resulted in criminal activity and people being arrested. Also, you're seeing this money funneled in to just create chaos and unrest. If they can divide Americans, countries like China are cheering. They're successful, and that's in fact what their actions are doing. We're also seeing money flow into terrorist organizations, and this is absolutely unreal and unacceptable.
Wow, and I understand it's coming in from the possibly through Chinese, through that Singapore connection. I understand that Swiss connection. There's money coming in, and I understand some of those characters in New York are actually. It's not only their own money; it's money that's possibly being funneled through them through foreign governments.
It's coming from foreign governments, but as you know, John, it is illegal for a federal candidate for office, for a president, for a Congress, for the Senate, to accept foreign donations. You can only accept money from U.S. citizens, but we have seen that these wealthy foreign billionaires have found ways to get involved into our political system by putting millions of dollars into these nonprofits that they send to other foundations, and they move around multiple times that ultimately get involved in our elections.
It's hard. Who in the federal government besides Congress? You're looking into it now. Does the FBI have a division that's watching over these people? Who is responsible for this?
They absolutely. The Justice Department and the FBI are also they have influence and power over this and in the investigations. You look at the Judiciary Committee as well and the Oversight Committee in Congress. They have authority. You know, the Ways and Means Committee is not the committee that most people recognize as an oversight committee because, of course, we're over the entire tax code. We're over all trade, Social Security, healthcare, and most of the welfare programs. But we do have oversight of anything that affects those entities. And when you're looking at tax-exempt organizations, that is what we're responsible for. And that's why we're doing this.
Understood. What a Sunday morning. What else would you like to tell the American people?
You know, it's always great to be with you, but I have to just compliment President Trump and all that he's doing in bringing down the cost of goods. You have inflation right now, John, that's the lowest. That's as lowest it's been in 4 years. Gas prices, that's as the lowest it's been in 5 years. And when it comes to wages, wages have risen in the first year of President Trump more than the prior 4 years combined. These are things that are really big. But the biggest thing right now, John, is that we're in the middle of the largest refund season in the history of America because of the passage of the Working Families Tax Cuts and the big, beautiful bill. You're going to see nearly $400 billion going back to the taxpayers. It will average $1,000 per American, roughly.
Wow, that is a lot of money, and that is wonderful. Besides that, I mean, the economy. If President Trump brings down interest rates, gasoline is down to less than $2 a gallon in a lot of states. I don't know about Missouri, but also if he brings down interest rates, he'll make homes affordable again for younger people.
It absolutely will. Bringing down interest rates will create more affordability for first-time home buyers. What's really sad, John, is that when Trump left office, the average age for a first-time home buyer was 32 years old. Now it is 40. And so it's because of those high interest rates. We got to bring them down. There's a lot of other things that we can do. And the president, he works tirelessly. He does not give up on this. He has an incredible vision. But if you look at the economy, I think this year, John, the economy is going to be one of the best economies this nation has ever seen. If you look at the passage of the big, beautiful bill, the Working Families Tax Cuts, the first quarter to follow after that bill was signed into law on July 4th, our GDP was 4.4%. The congressional scorekeepers projected it would be 1.8%. The fourth quarter of last year is projected to be over 5%. The 50-year average from GDP is just under 3%. This year, you're going to even see higher GDP, which is great for our nation.
Mr. Chairman, Jason Smith from the great state of Missouri, thank you for coming on this Sunday morning and bringing all Americans up to date, and we'll catch up with you again real soon.
Thanks, John. Always great to be with you. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.